Assalamu alaikum. Hello dear students, how are you? I think by the grace of Allah you are well. Today I will discuss about a very important grammatical item, narration. We can tell it changing speech. Changing speech. That means in Bangla উক্তি পরিবর্তন। There are two types of narration. Number one is direct narration and number two indirect narration. So we need to know the difference between direct narration and indirect narration. When anybody narrate the speech of a speaker directly, it is called direct narration. When anybody narrate anything or describe anything in his own way, it is called indirect narration. He said to me, I am well. Yes. Here there are two parts. Here this is called reported speech. Reported speech. And this is called reporting verb. Reporting verb. And it is the object of the reporting verb, and it is the subject of the reporting verb. And it is also the subject of the reported speech, verb of the reported speech, and the object of the reported speech. So, if we want to change it here, before going to change the narration, you need to identify the speaker. Who is the speaker of the sentence? He. At first, you need to write the speaker, he. And then you need to write down the reporting verb. You can see this is an assertive sentence. So you know, instead of assertive sentence, we use told. We use told instead of said to. So we can write down told instead of said to, because this is an assertive sentence. And then object, me, he told me. And here we need to omit the inverted comma and this comma also, and we use that when this sentence, that means the reported speech is assertive sentence, that. And then the subject of the reported speech, this is first person. And we know when the subject of the reported speech is in first person, it follows the subject of the reporting verb. And if it is second person, it follows the object of the reporting verb. And if it is third person, it does not follow anything. So we can write he, because I is a first person and it always follow the subject of the reporting verb. So we can write he. I is a subjective form and he is also a subjective form. And then am. We know if the verb of the reported speech is in present form, it will be past form. That means corresponding tense, if it is present indefinite, it will be past indefinite. So we can see that this is subject, verb present form, and object. Subject, verb, object, and this verb is in present form. So this is the example of present indefinite tense. So it will be past indefinite. You can remember it shortly. If you get am is are, you can write down was were. So after he, was is appropriate, not where, was. Was is appropriate here. He was well. Yes. So what is the difference between the two sentences? He, subject, said to, told me, instead of comma, that I changed into he, and am changed into was, and well is well. This is well. Okay. So we can say this is direct narration and it is indirect narration.